Welcome to Dialogue. In this video, let us walk through a complete end-to-end sample use case of Dialogue. First, I will log into the designer interface as an administrator. For this demonstration, we will create a grievance management form. The Dialogue platform provides a wide range of components that can be used to build forms based on different business requirements. For this demonstration, we will drag and drop only the components required for the grievance management use case. First, let us set the panel to design the form. As we add each component, we will configure its properties and settings to build a fully functional form. You can see that the changes are reflected in the preview section. If required, you can configure validation for each component to ensure that users enter valid and accurate information before submitting the form. Once all the configurations are complete, click the Final Save button to save the form. You can now edit any component as required. For this demonstration, I will edit the logic for the grievance ID field. Once all the configurations are complete, click the Final Save button to save the form. The form has now been created successfully. Now, let us create a menu for the form. Click the Add Menu button located in the top right corner of the screen. Next, select the required path for the menu, provide the main menu name, and then choose an appropriate icon. Then, select Save button. Now, let us map the newly created menu to the required roles. Select the role to which you want to assign the menu and then click the Search button. Select the required parent menu by checking the appropriate checkboxes. Once the menu has been created and the menu mapping is completed, let's log in to the platform interface to view the form. In the platform interface, you can see the form listed in the left side navigation menu. Click on the form to open it. Now let us create a workflow for the form. Once all the workflow configurations are complete, click the Save button to save the workflow. The platform also provides options to export and import workflows. The workflow list displays all the workflows created within the application. Click the Add User button. Provide the required user details, then click on Save. Once the user has been created, you can edit the user configuration at any time. You can configure the user's login credentials, assign or modify the project, update the role, and manage the user attributes based on your business requirements. Now, we need to map the workflow to the form. First, select the required form and then select the corresponding workflow from the drop-down list. Configure column mapping by selecting the columns that should be visible to each role during the workflow process.
The workflow has now been mapped to the form successfully.
You also have the option to edit or delete the workflow mapping whenever required. First, select the required form and then select the user or role for which the action needs to be configured. Elect the appropriate workflow action such as approve, reject, forward, or any other action required for your business process. Now, let us go to the platform interface to view the form.
Next, enter the required information by filling in all the mandatory fields.
Once all the details have been entered, review the information and click the Submit button to submit the form. Once the form has been submitted successfully, log into the platform interface as a case worker. Navigate to the assigned work list or to-do to view the submitted form details, and you can approve or reject the request. This concludes the sample use case. Thank you for watching.